Ever wonder why you react to certain things the way that you do? Why one negative comment can cause you to shut down? Why one moment of pressure makes you pull away? Why one mistake makes you want to quit and give up? Why you second guess yourself about everything? Here's something that most people have yet to figure out. Your trauma is still running your life. Even if you think that you've moved on, those unconscious beliefs that you picked up from your past failures, experiences, and pain are running the show. And today, I'm going to show you how the pain from your past is stopping you from hitting your goals and stopping you from growing in your business right now. By the way, I'm Marquez. I help entrepreneurs remove the mental friction that keeps them stuck so they can execute clearly, build wealth, and actually enjoy their life. If you ever felt like you know what to do, but can't execute consistently, keep watching, because the gap between knowing and doing isn't just about discipline. It's not even about laziness. It's about the unconscious beliefs that were formed from your experiences and your upbringing. So the other day, I took my son to his allergy appointment. They ran multiple tests on him to see how his body would respond to different things. And guess what? He was allergic to way more than he expected. My son was shocked. I was shocked. The doctor was shocked. And here's the crazy part. He had no idea that these allergies were affecting him the way that they were. Let that sink in for a minute, because that's exactly what adults do with their trauma. We walk around with emotional allergies that we've never been tested for. Something someone said to us 20 years ago, something a parent did to us, a relationship that broke your heart, a boss who destroyed your confidence, a teacher who embarrassed you or told you that you would never be anything. And you think it's over. You think it's in the past because you forgot about it, but it's still showing up in your behavior, your relationships, and in your business. You were told to just get over it. You learned to suppress it and to just keep moving. But here's the truth. You built your identity around your scars, not by choice, but for survival. See, your brain is a problem-solving machine, and it is designed to keep you out of danger. It functions to protect you. It tells you that risk feels like pain, and we are all programmed to avoid pain. That's what the Immortal Entrepreneur is all about. The Immortal Entrepreneur is a coaching program that I started to help entrepreneurs like yourself remove the mental roadblocks and obstacles in their mind that is stopping them from being able to scale and grow their revenue, tracking their actual numbers and letting the data make the decisions, communicating their offer with clarity and authority, being able to scale without having to grind and hustle so hard that they lose themselves in the process, and unplugging from the business and being able to enjoy their life. So if you want to find out how to understand how trauma is holding your business hostage, then go to my IG and DM me the word immortal. You'll be taken through an automated process to help you get the information you need. You can also go to the immortalentrepreneur.io. I also got the link in the description. We would love for you to join our immortal inner circle. All right, so my son didn't know he was reacting to certain things, but that didn't stop his body from reacting. And you don't know that you're reacting to certain emotional triggers, but that doesn't stop your mind from reacting. You think you're procrastinating because you're lazy, but really, you're just avoiding rejection. You think you're indecisive because you lack clarity, but really, you don't trust yourself and you think you aren't good enough or even worthy. You think you're overthinking, but really, you're trying to protect yourself from past pain or from looking foolish in front of others. This is not about mental weakness. This is about emotional responsibility, relatability, and regulation. Entrepreneurs especially, we build our entire business around our wounds. If you avoid putting yourself out there, it's probably because someone made you feel like you weren't good enough. If you refuse to delegate, it's probably because someone taught you you can't trust people. If you overwork, it's probably because your identity is tied to grinding all day, and that's how you define your self-worth. If you shut down during conflict, it's probably because you view confrontation as danger. This is impacting your identity and your beliefs, and it will run your life until you learn how to take control of your mind again. Let me tell you how I know this. Growing up, I was in an abusive household, And I'm not sharing this to attack anybody or make anybody the villain. And I want to make this extremely clear. I don't believe in victim mentality. I'm sharing it because those experiences shape beliefs that sabotage me for years. Beliefs like fear of rejection. I avoid putting myself out there because deep down, I didn't believe that I was good enough. Beliefs like not feeling worthy of success. Even when opportunities would come my way, I talked myself out of them. I'd on the price, I'd over deliver, I'd apologize for asking for what I was worth because I thought that I didn't deserve to be successful. I thought that I didn't deserve it. And the third belief, I didn't trust myself. I second guessed every decision. I asked for everyone's opinion before making a move because I was programmed to believe that I couldn't trust my own judgment. These weren't just limiting beliefs. These were survival mechanisms that I built up as a kid, and they followed me into my business. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was running a business with the identity of someone who didn't believe he deserved to win. And that cost me years of success, prosperity, and peace. I spent years playing small, years of underpricing, years of avoiding the moves I knew I needed to make. It wasn't until I addressed those unconscious beliefs, the ones formed in that abusive household, that everything changed. Once I reconstructed my identity, I grew, and so did my business. The revenue grew, my confidence grew, my peace grew, my relationships grew. But none of that happened until I did the inner work. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So here's a system I created to help people break free from this cycle. It's called the trauma framework. This will help you heal from your past and take control of your mind and improve your identity. Now, I don't have time to get into the whole thing, but I will give you a bite-sized sample of what the entrepreneurs in the Immortal Inner Circle go through to help them heal and move past these mental barriers. The letter T is for triggers. A trigger is the moment that something activates an old emotional wound. The letter R is for reactive responses. A reactive response is you snapping or shutting down or getting defensive. The letter A is for avoidance response. An avoidance response is you having like a numbing type of response or a procrastinating response, or you just pretending like everything is fine when it's really not. You avoiding the situation altogether. The letter U is for understanding. I'm not talking about controlling your emotions. I'm talking about understanding where they came from. The letter M is for mental clearing. Mental clearing is releasing the emotional residue that you've been carrying for years. And the letter A is for acceptance. You can't change what happened, but you can change your identity moving forward. When you walk through these 6 stages, you'll stop reacting from your past and you'll start responding from your future. Listen, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your identity. If your identity is still shaped by old wounds, you will always run into the same problems. If you want your business to grow, your identity has to grow. If you want better relationships, your emotional responses have to evolve. If you want peace, you have to understand the pain that stole your peace in the first place. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, okay, I get it. I need to change my identity, but how do I actually do that? I got a free gift for you. It's called the Identity Transformation Blueprint. It's a document that will show you why you're stuck, the exact beliefs that are holding you back, how to become the person that your goals require you to be, and the first step that you must take before any strategy will work for you. If you want it, comment the word blueprint below and I'll send it to you, because you don't need another course. You don't need another strategy. You don't need another vanilla coaching program that just recycles the same information that you can easily find on YouTube. You need to become someone different. You need what I call an identity transformation. And this free document shows you how. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And if you're an entrepreneur and you want more of this type of content, then hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want to know how to stop sabotaging so 2026 can be the best year you've ever experienced in your business, click on this video next.